one-on-one. It was through this work that I realized there wasn't an approachable local store to which I could direct people to purchase the healing tools they needed. And with that, the seeds for the shop were planted. During this time, Brandon was working on the leadership team at our neighborhood Whole Foods. He was managing his team and selling wellness products by day, and studying and doing his ritual practice at night. After Brandon and I got married, I felt as if I had made it. It felt great to be married to a man who shared my beliefs and loved to grow as much as I did. I was making a living doing meaningful work helping people. I was connecting with spirit and had access to a rich yet unseen world around me. So imagine my surprise when I got hit with a debilitating depression. It came on slowly. Getting to my readings took more effort, and I went straight to bed after work. Over a period of a few weeks, the depression intensified. I was rescheduling my sessions because leaving the house felt impossible. A few weeks later, I closed my books because the overwhelming backlog made me feel worse, and I honestly didn't know if I would ever be able to do this work again. Brandon literally had to carry me into therapy and sit with me in each session. My mind told me this was my new normal and that I would feel this way forever. After about 3 months, Brandon suggested I do the road opener ritual. He had learned a version of this spell from Apollo Priestess, and he adapted it with his knowledge from his own magical studies. Although he had been practicing magic for years, I had only developed the attracting a committed relationship ritual because I thought that I had a connection to spirit without the need for spells. But I was fraught enough to give it a shot. On a full moon, I performed the steps, pouring myself into the mantra, "All my roads are open, all my blocks are unblocked," for a couple of hours as the candles burned. The next morning, my depression lifted. Within a few days, a client offered us the seed money to open Modern Mystic Shop. A week later, we secured the real estate. Within 6 weeks after that, we were open for business. Even though I had done years of work on myself and others, it was ritual magic that launched both of us into a new life. Today, we work together running Modern Mystic Shop, a successful metaphysical store in Atlanta. Each of us does what we love most. I select and create the merchandise that lines the shelves, maintain the public brand and persona, and work on expansion opportunities for the business. Brandon leads and inspires the amazing Modern Mystic Shop team and helps create one-of-a-kind experiences for every customer who walks through the doors. We've created a community space where those seeking guidance can learn how to connect more deeply with their intuition. The foundation of this life for both of us is our personal spiritual practice, which includes ritual and altar work. Brandon is now a master ritualist, creating spells for himself, his clients, and this book. A ritualist in my own right, I'm a dedicated Kundalini yoga practitioner and tarot expert, and I weave spell work into my everyday life. This is why I identify as a modern mystic. These practices don't just help us maintain the status quo, they assist us in expanding and creating opportunities for everyone around us. Brandon and I are not special. We hear transformation stories from customers all over the world who perform our rituals. How does this type of profound change happen? First, ritual gives people the ability to create their reality consciously, rather than let their unconscious mind steer them along. In other words, more often than not, most people allow their beliefs, traumas, and conditioned responses to inform the experience they have of life. With ritual, conscious desires are brought into focus. The ritual itself, which often includes self-hypnosis and imaginative visualizations, bypasses the self-sabotaging nature of the unconscious mind and changes one's beliefs. Insane belief is a key ingredient to ritual work, as it is the strength of your belief that fuels your determination, not only to perform a ritual in full, but also to give yourself over to the outcome once you complete it. Second, ritual engages with the astral plane, or the spiritual world.